Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update over at the situation of the Battle of Bakhmut. So, coming to the Battle of Bakhmut, previously yesterday, we have updated that the Russian forces have captured the Bakhmut Railway Station, and this information, in fact, is even announced by DeepStateUA, the pro-Ukrainian source. And then soon after, they actually roll back their front line, and they actually now claim that it's under Ukrainian hands. In their mapping, they literally just put it as under Ukrainian. So, very weird. So, however, this information is not acknowledged by the other pro-Ukrainian source, Myroshnikov. Myroshnikov simply said that the city center has almost completely have lost, and the front line is leveling by the railway. So, and however, interestingly, Ryba, the pro-Russian source, actually says that the Wagner forces is still advancing towards the Bakhmut Railway Station. But you do need to note that the pro-Russian source have their own operational needs to delay information. And the other pro-Russian source, Remilin, actually says that the train station is at the moment a gray zone. No side is actually controlling it completely, and so in his few Telegram posts or postings, he has been saying that the situation here is very fluid, as sometimes the Russians take it, then after that the Ukrainians counter-attacking and retake it. So the situation here, is very unknown, because everybody is just claiming that they captured it or they have not captured it. So the information here is definitely very vague. Interestingly, also DeepStateUA also rolled back the update that the Russian forces have captured this entire industrial zone. However, this information is contradicted. I mean, as in the rollback is actually contradicted, because Ryba and Remilin, both pro-Russian sources, confirmed the capture of this area. So this high building, apparently, it seems to be the grain elevator. If I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, but this seems to be the grain elevator. And so they have captured this position. And according to Remilin, we have much more information. He said that if the Russian forces can continue to hold a position here, it can be safe to consider this area as under Russian control. So this is also the other part that is a gray zone right now. So the frontline changes of the Russian forces capturing this area here, and also in the train station here is currently in flux. We cannot really confirm whether this information can be 100% confirmed. Fighting is still ongoing over at the Travnya street, as well as the southwest of Bakhmut. In the north, fighting is around the Rose Alley region, and beyond Bakhmut itself. So just in case you guys get a bit confused, so this is what's happening right now. And in the outside, the Russian forces is making a tremendous attempt at Khromove as well as at Ivanivske. They are also moving for Ivanivske, and the fighting here is strongly supported by heavy artillery and airstrikes, and this is something that the Ukrainians seems to start to struggle to deal with, because they seems to be running low on artillery support and counter fire. So with the lack of artillery counter fire, the Ukrainian forces is basically just sitting ducks, and there is this attempt by the Ukrainian forces to rush through this road towards Khromove to reinforce Bakhmut from the direction of Chasivya. So Chasivya is actually here. This is Chasivya. So there is this major road. This is Chasivya, and they were driving through at high speed, trying to go into Bakhmut in the reinforcement. However, this force is actually intercepted by the Russian forces. The Russian Defense Ministry actually made a statement on this, saying that a reinforcement unit has attempted to enter Artyomov Artyomovsk is actually Bakhmut, from Chasiv Yar, which is Chasiv Yar, and Bohdanivka, and they were actually engaged by the artillery and missile units. So according to military chronicles, which is weird because military chronicles say they are according to military chronicles. Anyway, they say that the Wagner artillery actually find the units, the 56 and 57 Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, trying to break into the western outskirts with light equipments. What happened is that they got detected and then they got shelled by the Hyacinth B guns from Artyomovsky, Khromove. Yeah, so I'm not sure the translation makes any sense. And rocket artillery works on the retreating units. And so there was some losses, and the column seems to be have a tremendous number of casualties. So the Ukrainian forces, according to the story, if you want to believe it, they are traveling down into Khromove. They got shelled by the Russian forces with artillery, barrel artillery. They retreated, and then they got shelled again by rocket troops, which is a Grad. So there is supposedly a lot of losses, and this incident actually being mentioned by the Russian Defense Ministry seems to be interesting. However, let's see how this goes. We are not too sure how this is. And in the south, Ivanivske received there's information from Ivanivske from pro-Russian and pro-Ukrainian source saying that the Russian forces are trying to attack Ivanivske, mainly by the VDV, the airborne troops. And there's also information of the VDV and Wagner groups entering Bohdanivka. And they are also approaching towards Hryhorivka. This is a new development, because the Russian forces has been holding a line around here. They have not really wanted to really storm the small villages. It could also be because the Ukrainians have strong defenses in this area. However, this is a new development. We shall continue to see what the Russians are up to. What actually is their plan in order for them to actually want to actually start to attack into these two villages which they have held back previously. And there's also shelling reported at Kalinina, Mykolaievka, and Stupovsky. And this is also unusual. Information is reported from the Russian Defense Ministry, which means that they're now hitting the rear. They probably run out of targets or important targets in the front lines, and they're now shelling into the rear. Maybe these are all concentration of Ukrainian forces that's getting ready. So let me change the color. They are gathering up and probably trying to launch counter attacks or something like this. Who knows what they are trying to do, and they got shelled. That could be a possibility. So anyway, this is the quick update over at the situation at the Bakhmut. The Battle of Bakhmut is still ongoing. The Ukrainians are still holding the positions. The Prigozhin, the Wagner PMC's private military contractors boss, say that they have captured 80% of Bakhmut. I have no idea how they count. So yeah, believe what you want, and I'll see you in the next update.